Phineas and Ferb, Season 5, Episode 6 to 10 recap. Episode 6, The Aurora, Perry Alice. The Flynn Fletcher family embarks on a luxury cruise to witness the magnificent tri-state aurora, only to find their view blocked by a thick blanket of clouds. Undeterred, Phineas and Ferb fill the cruise ship with helium-filled clown balloons, lifting it above the clouds, and giving every passenger an unobstructed view of the sky show. Meanwhile, Doofenshmirtz is aboard with Vanessa, billing the trip as a break from evil that's really a cover to test his latest device, the travel-size innator. He shrinks everything from life jackets to deck chairs, prompting Perry to step in. Also on board are Major Monogram's Aunt Olga and his son Monty, whose presence brings family tension. As Monty and Vanessa begin to patch their strained relationship, Doof's device accidentally shrinks both him and Perry. A miniature brawl ensues on the ship's deck. Then, in one wild misfire, the innator shrinks the helium balloons, causing the ship to drop, but simultaneously condenses the clouds skyward. The Aurora emerges in full brilliance while the agents return to normal size. Doofenshmirtz is apprehended for bringing a pet on board, and Candace's bust attempt is hilariously thwarted by a sky-high spectacle. Episode 7, The Candace Suit. Candace hatches a plan to bust her brothers by having Buford cast life-size molds of herself so she can dress Linda up as Candace, confusing whatever force keeps foiling her. Meanwhile, Isabella is chairing a high-stakes Fireside girls meeting to decide between vanilla and red velvet cupcakes for the annual cupcake jamboree, but a disagreement quickly spirals into utter chaos. Elsewhere, Perry is dispatched to oversee the renewal of Doofenshmirtz's license to conduct evil, plus OWCA's own, sending Doof through the ridiculous hoops of a bureaucratic, evil assessment. Perry signs off on everything, but Doof returns home and accidentally activates his uncooperate innator, turning all those cupcake-loving volunteers into infighting mobs. Turning the device off restores calm just in time for Isabella to broker a sweet compromise. Candace's mold scheme misfires spectacularly. With dozens of faux cans running around, she can't spot Linda at all.
You're seeing this, right?
Yep, there it is.
Mom?
No, it's me, and I'm so sweaty.
What? I'm seeing it.
You too?
Me too, what?
I saw it earlier with you.
Stacy, how did you get in one of these?
I have absolutely no idea.
Same thing?
We just wanted to see this from your perspective for once.
And as always, when she eventually finds Mom, the coast is cleared. Episode 8, The Haberdasher, Out of Character. Phineas and Ferb take Isabella on their giant pogo stick. Fun until Doofenshmirtz's leftover revive innator creates a sentient, vicious potato salad beast. Perry searches for a solution, but something's gotta give. Doof then turns himself into a monstrous moth using a malfunctioning moth innator, which wrecks Perry's high-tech hat. When Perry seeks a repair at the OWCA Haberdasher's office, Doof tracks him to sabotage it, scaling skylines and hopping hat racks. Using his teleport cap, Perry retrieves a powerful laser from Doof's own arsenal to restore normalcy. But just as calm returns, the kid's project mutates into a moth and flies off the shelf. Isabella remains oblivious. Candace has nothing to show, they're both out of luck. Episode 9, Tropey McTropeface. We catch up first with Stacy, who's been carrying the secret of Perry's double life. Perry shows her a covert video briefing that helps her cope with the truth. Soon after, Candace and Stacy cater a symposium attended by Doofenshmirtz. He challenges one of the scientists to a ridiculous tag-and-bag contest, while peripherally, Perry spots something off and ends up captured, facing execution at the hands of rogue hippos in the Mad Love Muffin Lab. Stacy takes action, infiltrating the facility with lily-free gadgets from Monogram, and heroically rescues Perry. In gratitude, he gifts her his signature fedora, marking a turning point in their friendship. Meanwhile, Meep returns, convinced Big Mitch is using fake tours to fund a treasure hunt. Far from the truth. Phineas, Ferb, Baljeet, and Buford build the stabby barf pain contraption to summon Mitch's alien tourists. Perry advises Doofenshmirtz on tips for new maniacal plots. Candace and Meep follow Big Mitch to the Gateway Arch, where the alien tourists are wreaking havoc. The kids tame the chaos with an impromptu stage show, while Candace tracks Mitch aboard his ship. Mitch lifts the arch to access buried treasure and takes the ship's mascot balloon, Balloony. Disguised in the ship, Doof and Perry chase him down. Just when Mitch is about to escape with proof, OWCA's alliance arrives, confirming Meep's suspicions at last. Mitch is thwarted, the self-destruct scheme tripped, and he's captured. The alliance congratulates Candace. Her bust fixation has turned to justice. Meep departs, affirming Candace's instincts. Episode 10, Sleeping and Spoilers. The season's doubleheader begins with a chaotic dual slumber party. Phineas, Ferb, and friends in one inflatable popcorn-floored dome, while Candace parties with Stacy and Vanessa in the yard. Doofenshmirtz is determined to spoil the finale of Acquaintances using a giant megaphone, blasting it across the tri-state. His awake-inator fails spectacularly, and Perry destroys both devices. That's when a flock of popcorn-eating birds accidentally bursts the dome. It flies away into the night sky, with kids in tow, leaving Candace's bust and party plans in tatters. In a parallel tale, Phineas and Ferb build a forced perspective Old West town in miniature to help Baljeet fall in love with westerns. Meanwhile, Major Monogram and Carl go missing in a swamp. Perry heads out to find them only to get captured by Doof's cousin Bubba, who wants to eat him. Monogram, Carl, and Perry stage a narrow escape. By the end, Baljeet is fully western-themed, complete with cowboy hat, only for Linda to arrive and find the town is a tiny diorama. Season 5, episodes 6 to 10 roll as a perfect blend of imagination and heart, inventive gadgets, some shrinking worlds, others soaring ships, OWCA's comical bureaucracy. If you loved this recap, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into your favorite shows.
Are gonna do it all.